Good afternoon. It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. This is just sitting in my apartment with my AC coming on when it hits 80, which I need to look up the temperature before I get on here because every single time I'm like, what temperatures? This week we had like 106, 109. So went down from the usual 114. We're supposed to go back to like 114 or whatever next week. So yeah, I'm not happy about that. But even though it's been supposed to be cooler this week, it's still hot. I drove home Wednesday, drive directly into the sun. It's only 106. My car didn't feel like 106. My lips were burning. I literally, before I left work, put on my Kinlo sunscreen all over my face because I only do eyebrows and lips at work. So I put on my sunscreen before I left the building. Went all around the lips. My lips were burning right here. So I also need to get a lip balm with SPF. There's Cay Skin, which I think is $14. And Goop has one for like $24. I had swatched at least one of those the other day when I was at Sephora. We're doing lipstick, National Lipstick Day. I swatched the Goop one. So one of those is definitely gonna have to be in my arsenal because I'm like, why are my lips burning? And eventually it subsided, but the sun is so hot. It didn't, like I said, and I came home, forgot to turn the AC on because I was smart rent before I left the office. Turn the AC on and turn the fan on and just lay down. I was just so overwhelmed with heat. It was bad. So anyway, tonight is CPT or Cactus by Cultures X Cultures last summer happy hour. It's at Westgate, so by the time this is posted, it will be come and gone. So I don't worry about y'all finding me. It will be at Westgate at this new place called Chicken and Pickle. It's new. It just came out, opened this week. It has board games outside, huge games, kind of chess, Connect 4, Jenga, stuff like that. Westgate is like a big shopping area where it has an arena for concerts and sports as well. I don't go that side of town that often. A friend of mine used to live on that side of town. He just moved to the other side of town. I'm like, I would have came to see you afterwards, but you moved, so I won't see you. And he moved to some other boondocks or boonies, and I'm like, I'm never coming out there. I was just honest about it. Anyway, so today, August is kind of like the anniversary of last time I did a the one layer challenge that was popular last summer. So this month I did it twice. If you go through my videos, there's lots of videos I've realized. And so I'm gonna do it anniversary. The eyebrows are Mented. It's a little Mented as pencil. Then clean them up a little bit with the Mented concealer. And then ended up cleaning some of that off as well. Eyeshadow is the brown eyeshadow is Danessa Myricks Beauty's Colorfix in 11. Everybody likes 12. 12 was just too something for me. Cool. 11 is a little more warm. I like it. And then I put on top of it was the Fula palette. I put a little of that under my eyebrows. And then this, which it looks green right there, but I'm looking at this angle, looks purple. It looks green in the camera. You see green? You saw I have a green shirt on. So I was kind of going with that. Nothing too crazy. I was gonna put lashes on, but I don't know how much time I have because rush hour traffic's like 30 minutes at least. There's always construction on the way to Westgate, like literally down the street from Westgate. There's always construction. You could be almost there, and it's like, God. And I need to look to see what exact little location in there it is as well. Anyway, so we're using the sponge because that's the best I feel for. I wet 2 sponges earlier today. It's hot, but apparently it's not hot enough to dry these all the way. And let's get it. So I did put a little eye cream under my eyes because it's dry from me removing excess Colorfix from under my eye. So if it looks a little dark, I could have missed some. Okay, powderless powder, which I should have opened this earlier or while I was talking. And I don't have any nails on today, so I did just cut my nails today while I was waiting for work to come my way. It's just, I don't know, it's just, I was just frustrated this morning at work. I'm not, it's an easy job, but it's easier from where I came from. Less stressful, at least on my part. But when other people make it more stressful or frustrated than it needs to be, that's the issue. We're still using St. Lux until the wheels fall off. I have this much left still. So I'm gonna try to squeeze some of this out. What's left, otherwise I have another one ready to go. Oh, it's still coming out of my Smashbox is still. T-zone. I like this because it's moisturizer when you first put it on. It doesn't feel dry or anything like that, even though it's mattifying. And then it gets a little dry. Okay, so I won't need the other one. That's good. I'm gonna keep that over there anyway. So I got it out, so I have to go looking for it. Okay, now we're gonna powder. That's way too much powder. Well, yeah, so it's a busy week and I have that. The sun just hit something, that the glare. I was like, what the hell just happened? It blinded me. And then for mine, I'm teaching him some editing. My daughter might come too, so I'm not gonna find. I need a vacuum. I need a vacuum. Wash dishes. Clean, scrub the toilet. Clean my piece bathroom. Otherwise, everything else is fine. And I don't know if I mentioned to y'all, my toilet had overflowed, like, was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. It was like after 9 p.m. So it's been fine since, which is shocking. We are going to use the Milani, make it last the little bit I have left. Since we're going to be doing layers and spraying a lot, I'm going to do the matte finish last and do this in between. Which I realized I barely put anything on there. So toilet's been fine since then. My light was fixed finally at the same time because he happened to have left a screwdriver here from last time. So he's like, if I had my screwdriver, I would fix it for you. I'm like, your screwdriver's right there. So he went at it, fixed it, and I'm like, thank you. Now I'm adjusting to being able to turn my light on and off now versus it always being on. Okay, so the way this goes, and I'm trying to do it fast so that nothing dries down. So we're gonna start with concealer. We're gonna start with concealer, yeah. So if I don't say what the products are, look at my Mented. There's a Mented sale right now. Buy one, get one 50% off, I think. Which if I had money, I'd probably, I like to buy one, get one off for my eyebrow pencils. Because I thought I was running out. I had no pencils left other than my Uoma, and then my backup to benefit one, Too Faced. And then I found that one. I was like, this is why I always buy, every time there's a sale, I buy one so that I have one ready to go. So, okay. There's a lot right there. And then I've seen some people put some right there. I'm not gonna go very slight right there. I think correct. I haven't corrected today, so I'll put that right there. So my apartment's in working order. We're using NARS. I need to clean the lid, obviously. Am I using my finger? What did I do with that brush? Yeah, I'm using my fingers. which is fine. I've used my fingers before. A little long on the side, I see that. Let's take some of that off and go over there. And I just cut my hair Saturday. Yeah, I cut my hair Saturday. So this is the length that I like it. This won't be straight because, again, I'm not using that brush technique I used last time. I think I briefly mentioned I was starting a new business. Just waiting for the LLC to go through, which I pay for in an expedited way because otherwise I would have to drive downtown in the heat, like during lunch break or something. Which you think, oh, it's not a big deal, but gas, and then gas just went up. I paid for gas, and then next thing I know is 3 something, 90 something. It's like 411 now. I'm like, what the hell? So it's just cheaper to do it online, and it's supposed to be expedited faster that way. Okay, so that's that. The thing about when you do this is like you'll still have to set everything. I'm gonna wipe my finger off with other products, so you're kind of using a little more products. It's just less layering though, so that's the good thing about it. I use that to wipe off my hands. And then I'm using, usually when I do this, I use like, I've used Rare Beauty before, but it dries down too fast. I would use Danessa's Prima Donna, but it's gonna dry down to powder too fast. So I'm using Juvia's Place in Dahlia, because we know it's gonna be pigmented, but it's also not gonna dry down fast. So just gonna do a little right here. Again, I'm not dipping back in. I think you see my video, we learned, and that's enough. And then I'm not gonna put it right there right now because it's, so this is gonna be wet for a second. And hopefully concealer is fine. I'm looking at it, I need to hurry up. And then we're using Danessa Skin Tint because it's still summer, it's still a good time. I'm gonna put it right there. Put a little right there. Then a little right there. So this is good dispenser for that. Okay, I like to move things out of the way. Okay, then you spray. Should have put one most. Okay, then I'm gonna spray. So it helps it move the product. Also keeps it from drying down. So I'm gonna do that side and this side. Kind of do the whole thing. And let's see, lightest, darkest. And it's inevitable, you can get some of the blush. Let's start up here. And my microdermabrasion appointment is next weekend, which I've had some acne right there. To me, they say the acne down there is like hormonal. I'm like, okay. And I need to wash my pillowcases because sweating is not helping. Usually I wash them more than I have this week, so that's why. But sometimes I take a nap after work and I just wear lippy and eyebrows, but it goes in the pillowcase. If I forget what side that I used. You know what? I was going to use this one to go under eye. I was like, why am I struggling with this? Because I forgot. I was like, why is this one sitting here? Okay. And then let's see for, this is the darkest, foundation. I'm going to use the butt here. Mind you, I haven't done this since last year. Oop, damn it, got my eyebrows. Let's pinch. That's getting everywhere. Okay, let's try. This is why we have this one. Let's spray. I gotta spray again anyway. It'll be okay. Yeah, some moved over there too. Could do it with a brush too. No, I know I shouldn't be stopping. I'm just like, definitely gonna go back in with that. Okay, and then let's go to blush. We're gonna do the side with this. Again, that was only one little dot. Juvia's, you know, got that power. Oh, they came out with a new bronzer. I'm not getting it because, one, I don't know what shade it would be. And when I have a powder, it's going to be around forever. So, yes, looks a little clownish right now. But we will bring it together. So, kind of go like that. And put that concealer on this one. And there we go, fix the part that was on my nose on that side. And then, let's see how much of that. Okay. I see what I just did right there. Okay, so let's go this side again. And then use the clean side to kind of get some of that blush to move off the place it wasn't supposed to be. And then clean side to clean up the bottom here and blend. And then I'm going to turn to another clean side for the bronzer. And the bronzer is pretty creamy, so I don't worry about that drying down too fast. Go up. You want to meet that. So like this. Go like that. It's gonna take 30 minutes. It's 5. Take some photos. Oh, apparently Cowboys game starts tomorrow. I'm a Cowboys fan if y'all haven't been watching long enough or not during the season last year to know that I'm a Cowboys fan. They got a game tomorrow. They play the Cardinals September something. Cheapest tickets I've seen so far is like $283. I'm like, add tax. It's gonna be at least $300, $350. I'm like, do I want to see y'all play the Cardinals? My bucket list is to go to the Thanksgiving Cowboys game in Dallas, obviously. I obviously can't afford that. That is my dream bucket list game to go to. And someone did ask me, ironically, today, if I wanted to go to a Dallas Giants game in Dallas this year, whatever. And I'm like, he's a Giants fan. And I'm like, no, I don't want to fly to Dallas just to see your team. As we've had an experience where we went to the same game. They were playing each other. We sat on different sides of the bar. All his Giants friends were over here, and I'm over here being a Cowboys fan. And it's just, I just remember that, and I'm good. I'm not going to fly for that experience or fly to be surrounded by, yes, I'm a Cowboys fan, so more so, but Giants fans, they'd be taking over to you. I was like, no, I'm good. Just looking better. Again, next time, a little less blush. Normally, I would, if I was using this blush and not doing this one layer, I would have did it in my hand and did it, because I knew I had to blend it in anyway. I'm going to turn to another clean side, blend these edges of this blush. So yeah, because I'm liking, I can see it. It's a little more natural now. So I was about to blend. And I realized I did not do my nose yet, so we're gonna try to use this for that. Let's see. The only problem with trying to use a sponge for the whole thing. I don't want those harsh lines. So yeah, I know probably looking at a gift horse in the mouth by somebody wanting to go to the Cowboys game. I'm like, are you paying? I don't know if you're paying. You didn't say that. I could have asked. I was just a little annoyed at him for other reasons. So I was like, I didn't even bother asking details. And I'm just like, I don't want to put myself in that situation. Okay, we're gonna go clean side again. Okay, so this looks good. We're gonna spray real quick. Okay, and powder. So, because damp, I'm gonna pour some of this powder here. You still set things. Also help with any crazy blush craziness. It's just a friend that he texts every few months, and I'm just like, and you're like, oh, I've been busy with work and everything. I'm like, but you ain't think about me till now. I'm like, now you want to talk about go again? I'm like, you were just in Dallas. You could have taken a flight here to come visit me. You didn't think twice about me. So I'm like, I'm good. And text, you could have just said, seen how I was doing then. It's just complicated. I don't like to complicate things. I don't like drama. And I'm like, we've been friends a long time. I just, it's like, no. I'm good. Like, if he comes to the Giants Cardinals game, I'm like, that's cool. We can go to IHOP afterwards or something. Because you'll be in town. I'm like, that's fine. Well, I'm not gonna travel out of state. Oh, so what else was I doing this weekend? Anyway, let's see, I'm gonna correct that. Sunday, me and some of my hiking friends are going to brunch. Trying to decide on a dress because I have all these dresses and I'm like, I need someplace to wear them. So I'm like, okay, which one am I gonna finally wear? I'm gonna wear one I wore before last year, which I was looking at, and I'm like, but I wore this last year. Let me wear one of these ones. I'm liking how that looks. Like in person, it's great. So we are going to set the bronzer. And with this, I'm going to use this Danessa brush because I'm supposed to be able to do everything. So I'm going to just tap into it a little bit. And I haven't used it since last time I did one of these. I've really gone anywhere. I was supposed to go to trivia on Wednesday. It's on movies, which I know movies. I was just exhausted. I was like, no. And I was hot that day. I told you about the heat. And so I didn't end up going. I ended up laying down and I'm like, I finally fell asleep and woke up when it would have started. And they had some good prizes too. And I was just like, no. I was just exhausted. Try not to get it everywhere because I want that glitter. Okay. And then we're doing Saharan Plush Volume 1 Neo. That's the closest we're getting to Dahlia. Just a little. So I really wanted to go. I was exhausted. And what did I end up getting the package after work? And then had to go to Target to pick up something. And water. I needed more water. Okay. I do like this brush. If you can go instantly from product to product and nothing's coming off. It's not. And then kind of. Let's do the outer part. For that, I'm not using that brush. I'm using my usually all over brush. We're not doing lashes because that's going to take me over that last video, 50 minutes, way too much. I watch people's vlogs. And they're 50, like an hour, 50 minutes, I'm just like, and I do other stuff while I'm watching, but I don't want to do that to other people. And my stories are only so exciting, I'm sure. So I was just probably making noise just now. Okay. This is Ulta Beauty Correct and Perfect Lip Primer. I'm gonna take some of this gloss off. I can tell it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, but to pull up my cowboy stuff. It's still too hot for me to wear my hoodie. But I have at least one t-shirt. I have 2 cowboy t-shirts. One a friend gave me, even though he's not a cowboy fan. So, you know, I always meet fans, like during the season, or other fans of other teams. They find a Cowboys, I'm like, it means I'm loyal, regardless, so. Because if I'm like the Cowboys fan, you meet a Cowboy fan, you know they're loyal. So we've had some construction workers who have been working like after 5. Like the other day, they were here till 7:30 at least, making noise. And I'm like, did you come in later? It's hot. It's hot later. I'm like, come in earlier. Why do you have them coming in so late or staying so late to get this apartment ready, whatever apartment ready? I'm like, why are they behind? They need to stay till 7:30 at night. I have a good spot right now, but probably won't be there when I come back. So I do that. I have to use my finger. Looks like it's good smooth in there. I have a new neighbor. I know because I woke up the other day. This afternoon, right after working out. I hear him talking on his phone on the side of the wall. Probably doesn't realize I can hear him. If I really wanted to, I could hear every single word of his conversation. We are using the, I don't think you can even see it, Rem Beauty Heartbreaker that I bought for National Lipstick Day. And the lipsticks, these On Your Color lipsticks, are still on sale. I don't know why they're still on sale, but they are. And I'm like trying to look at other colors. I'm like, do I want another one for like $9.50? The other colors, I don't know, because they have this one color I like, but it's similar to Ball and Babe with Fenty, and I'm just like, it's a red lipstick, not. It's still so freaking beautiful. I know it's going for my teeth, so I did that real quick. Okay, let me wipe that off my finger. See all that, how potent, how. Okay. I'm just remembering at the last happy hour I went to, the ladies I sit with who gravitate toward each other, they really liked my eyeshadow. What was I wearing last time? I don't remember. Oh, it was the Natasha Denona Mini Biba palette with a little bit of the Sephora collection, Southwest Sunset. But yeah, I got compliments on that. I'm gonna blot again anyway. I wasn't trying to be pretty with that one. Sometimes that's better because I'm feeling it right there. Okay, so let's do some under eye, not under eye, liner, and then here's the mini side. Stila got some new liners. And I tried some of the other ones. They had a sale like a few months ago. It just didn't have the same staying power. Like it wasn't the same quality as the regular black one is. So yeah, I won't try other colors. You know, this one is pretty good at I'm looking at my lashes. My mother was like, how did your lashes suddenly grow? And I'm looking at them like, yeah, they are pretty long. And I'm like, I haven't done nothing. It's like literally me just doing makeup that's made them grow. So maybe something that's in the makeup. Okay, so this one does go into 40. After 40 minutes, won't be too bad. So yeah, I haven't used any lash serums or anything like that, which I know exist. It was good till I did that. Okay. They just started growing, and I pull at them less. I used to pull at them maybe because I'm not stressed or whatever. And I literally just cut my nails, so before I started shooting this video. My lips, it's like, got my. And I was wearing this yesterday. Now we set it with setting powder. It lasted most of the day, but then the corner where my eye leaks, that's what came up. I think I should probably do my lips after, because I know in concentration it's showing that it still has ink on it, so I'm like, why is it not going? I'm gonna change sides. Yeah, I have another one of these that I don't use as often as this one. So I'm like, no, y'all aren't trying to, which is why this one is very wet. Trying to make me buy another eyeliner. Like that Danessa one. I gotta finish these before I've had this one a long time. Even though you're not supposed to have it that long. I had cereal for lunch. So breakfast tacos for breakfast. Cereal's just not filling me. Got used to. So I had cereal last night. I just didn't feel like cooking or anything, and like, it's like 11 o'clock. I'm like, why am I starving? I had cereal. Just don't use this side because it's thicker. The other one's a micro side, so that's why I usually use that one. I'm stopping right there. I guess I'm just like, what other events are they gonna have since we're not doing happy hour anymore? It's like, yeah, I don't know. And then let me set this real quick with the Ulta Beauty late night, because I am driving into the sun again, even though it's after 5. Phoenix sun, Arizona sun, just don't give a. You will be tested. Like, oh, is it after 6? We don't care. During the summer, it's still 105, 107 degrees after 6 p.m. 7, it's 103. About 9 o'clock, you get you 100. Because I think they said in the news, July was a record hottest month. I went too wide right there. And I believe it because it was very hot. My electricity bill says how hot it is. My electricity bill is usually not over 100. My electricity, because I ran the cooler because it was just hot all the time. And fans were only doing so much. And I always compare it to the year before. I'm like, yeah, I know it went up, or the month before as well. I'm like, yeah. But they have a new law where they won't disconnect your electricity during the summer here because people have died when they've done that. I'm not saying don't pay your bill because of that, but at least you know because of that crazy bill, electricity bill being too high, that you'll be okay. I'm not going crazy because I know people who do, but I'm not. Yeah, it's gonna be time to leave in a second. I like to get there early, not early, but on time, or close to when it starts. Then that can give me a good table. Get my order started. Get a lay of the land. See, the Cardinals don't have a game tomorrow. My FC was supposed to come in. It's been in Phoenix since Wednesday. Looks like it was going to be delivered yesterday. Did not. Looked like it was going to be delivered. Should have been delivered today. Was not. It's just sitting at the post office. There's no change or anything. And I'm like, okay. But there's a new Fan Fest mascara in there I was going to use for tonight. But it didn't come in. Oh, it's not here, so we're going to use Sky High like usual. Is that my neighbor laughing? I don't do that regularly, obviously. I'll put that down. Is that the little chunk that's always on there when with your mascara? That's what's. I don't know, there are people who use a different almost dropping me on. Use a different mascara for the lower lash. I see why now. Okay. So with that, let's go with we'll do tiny goops. Yeah, tiny hoops. Now we're gonna go with matte. Then clean side. And then nothing new on here. I was wondering why extra set and everything. When I hug people, I think I've sent a different video. It's been a while. I don't like the idea of my makeup coming off on it. And I be around circles where they're huggers. So that's why. So with that, $5.29. This is my final look for happy hour.